Hello, chat. Today, we're doing Heaven's Ward. By that, I mean actually starting it. Ignore the fact that I'm not at all where I need to be for it. And depending if I get bored on a MSQ or not, I'll do some event shit. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Greetings, Mr. Cinderstone. On behalf of House Fortemps, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you would all come with me. Yeah, zooming in would help. Oh, this is gonna be like Lenosha level bullshit, okay. Very fun. I can't wait to be in a constant state of where the fuck am I? Actually, I think I need to go up more, I think. The warrior of light and her brave companions walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight! I cannot tell you how long I've waited for this day. Allow me to present you to my family home, Fortemps Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, friends. Introductions must be made.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
Count Dracula looking ass motherfucker.
I, Count Edmond de Fortomp, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortomp, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortin.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Alfino just sounds like an actual child now, which is hilarious.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
I already went on a tour with somebody the other day. Text boxes for ants! Truly. Also, welcome, Mono. Let's see, what's this shit looking like? Doofy looking helmet, got it. Very good. Though our friends in House Fortams have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home, so that we... I can't talk today, Jesus Christ. So we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the way of the land, but we must. But learn it we must. Everyone talks so fucking weird in this game. When there's the markets and taverns, we'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Why is that kid dressed like a snooty art critic? I don't know how to tell you this, Mono, but it's a grown-ass adult. She's our secretary. Very good, then. My man's servant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. But I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you here, your wee part. The documentation is in order, I trust. Yes, my lord. 5,000-year-old vampire. Glad I'm not the only one who's like, ah, yes, Dracula. Those documents identify you as wards of House Fortams. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fortoms, but let us hope it does not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation might compel us to invoke your name. Everyone, am I going down that rabbit hole? Fair enough. Just know that there's a race called Lalafell in this game that are basically just really short elves. And that's what Tataru is. Moira, Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go! No relation to lollies. No, definitely not. No, they're just really fucking short. Especially considering this game goes out of their way to try and avoid that. As this is your first time in our first city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon. I don't know what the fuck to say that. Whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. You have to try real hard. Yeah, I haven't seen one sexualized Lalafell this entire game. Cat boys and cat girls, however, case in point. I shall then show you around the crown, the jeweled. These aren't real words, Crozier. Where you may purchase all manners of goods and services before descending to Foundation's Aetherite Plaza. If there are no more questions. Yeah. Yeah. The Hoplon, soon aimed for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. That's because Ishgard's fucking small. At least from what I've seen. I can't talk. It's one of those days. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Yes, this is vaguely culty. Get comfy. I would not be surprised if in this expansion we dismantle a cult. Beg your pardon. The statues to the south, are they perchance Thordon's famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Elfino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thordon the First to put down Nidhogg and find this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the jeweled Crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elise, our master of the markets. Fuck you, I'm face traveling. I think your tea's done, lady. Well, you're certainly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Ah, wards of House Four Toms. How very interesting. Count Edmund has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, since our desire to make your acquaintance, that is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners, should you be uncomfortable. Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrement, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the Cruiser. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. I, too, wear my car's dashboard as a bra. That's the sickest roast of Alfino I think I've ever heard, and I've heard quite a few roasts to Alfino. Our next destination is the Aetherite Plaza and Foundation, if everyone is ready. Man, please take your tea kettle off the stove. It's done. It's gonna explode at this rate. And here we have Foundation's Aetherite Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetherite, it would be wise to do so now. Those look like jester hits, and I'm scared. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, no, they're all bad. As for our next destination, mayhaps we should decide together what else can be found nearby. The Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The holy stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, while to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. Because that's where the poors live. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alfino. Hold your nose when you paste the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord, but a humble traveler. Come to see the sights, have ye? Take a turn down the hopland and gap at the statues. Well, if you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Night if your nursemaid'll let ye. Can I stab him? Question from the audience: when speaks the stable holy? The fact that this is a religious city-state, and therefore everything that's owned by the rich people is holy, I guess. My humblest apologies, Master Alfino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Night for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Moira. There are few sources of information more abundant than a sling local holstery. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too! The servant just must be hating his life right about now. Must say this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to make ourselves acquainted with her more notable establishments, Mr. Gillibrand. Just Gillibrand will do. I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted it, did you? Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their taste. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality, mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to your sales. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. Down here you'll find the monos of the world, evidently. It's where people like you and me belong. It's not just the weather. When the Wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was Broom that got the worst of it, while the Pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the Temple Knights. More than a few people still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boots, just to be sure. Jesus. I shall take... Oh, that's Alfino. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alfino, I think it would be best if we returned to Fort Tom's Manor. You go ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Sardaru, I'm afraid that is out of the question, my lord. The Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all, a maiden. What are you up to, Tardaru? Excellent question. Look around, Alfino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please. Do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich in my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on you, on a patron in my establishment. I can read. Help. I need to go back to school. That settles it then. Tartaru, Moira, and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by Link Pearl if you require assistance. Will you be okay here? You're just a child. It doesn't help that we had a whole mini arc in ARR, the previous expansion, where she's like, yeah, she can't defend shit, really, because she can't fight. It was an event. I am built like a cat stuck in a sleeping bag. I cannot defend thyself. Welcome, Mr. Cinderstone. Shall I show you a sight of me? Yes, please. Hi, Dracula. I'm back. Tell us then, Master Alfino. Does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagine compares in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took, and when those steps took me past the scars left by the Wyverns and Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The Wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men, women, and even children were given no quarter. Sir Emmerich has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. That man's name is John Castlevania from the famous Castlevania series. I'd believe it. Mayhap we can be of assistance, my lord. After all you've done for us, we could welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. Neither Alfino or I are dressed for this weather. That is a most gracious offer, Master Alfino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or line. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? Neither of you are dressed for church! Once we're out of this cutscene, I'll show you what's dressed for church in this game. From what I have heard, you are an intellect and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful for us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. Oh no. As for you, Mr. Cinderstone, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a one with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed to aid Etorial, and these aren't real names, and a Minilin in their duties. I beg your pardon? Listen here, generic elf man number 5. I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? They're about to get hit with this stick. Hold your tongues! By the fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station, and show Mistress Cinderstone the respect she deserves. I've killed gods, my guys. This is the woman who slew Gaius von Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. She is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand girl. I like this guy. I like him a lot so far. I can't wait for him to betray me and murder me. You can pardon them their impropriety, Mr. Cinderstone. I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks, very willing. They may even learn something from you. John Castlevania is a feminist icon, truly. You want to see what the church attire in this game counts as? It is me, the Crabdrand Goon. Anyways. Twould seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days. Though that was never in doubt, truly. Our host's initial reluctance to accept Monster Hunter Dominatrix was not on my bingo card. Understandable. Have a nice day. Ironically, I think you can get this armor in one of the Monster Hunter games because they did a collaboration. Solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House 4 Toms has taken a tremendous risk until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large. The Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in manners great and small. And so he will have us publicly serve Ishgard while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. It's me, the babysitter. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. You can. Monster Hunter World, it's a kick in the crunch to get, though. Understandable. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think of it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. I don't want your weird head, selfie, no. Why are you standing so gaily? Shall we be off then, old girl? I don't like you, suddenly. That didn't take very long. Ah, but where are my manners? Million de Fortams, second son of Count Edmond de Fortams, true born, that is. Yes, I know that what you're thinking, and you're absolutely right. That ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true, but who could be satisfied subsisting on a meager allowance forever overshadowed by his sibling? Not I, old girl, not I want to punch this guy in the face. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the sea of clouds goes swimmingly, so the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Arturiel. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding. Oh, don't look at me that way. I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House... why is there so much French? There was not this much French in A Realm Reborn. Where did it come from? Of House... Bad. I can't say it. I'm not French enough. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity. Poor blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Oh, God. Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. I love fantasy bullshit. Oh, we're doing this again. Where there's multiple things to do in order to actually progress the real story. Let us begin anew, Mr. Cinderstone. I am Sir Arturiel de Fortams, eldest son of Count Edmond Fortams. You will forgive my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Horchefant has spoken of you often. If you were even half the woman he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. Imagine being French, truly. Looks at Alfino. To the matter at hand, then, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Tandre and Desmer... Too much fucking French. You're aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? I will suffice to say the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture. We shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo stables and foundation. I already have a Chocobo. And it's dressed very sillily. Are you ready to depart, madame? The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Green.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Sid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home?
I know who it is!
High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost, within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, she came.
It's gonna take some time getting used to the fact that there's a narrator now. Someone had to read this out loud, truly. Awfully cold up here, I mean. Of course, this may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain the strong, silent persona all the time, you know. Never mind. You need to find Lady Linenate. She isn't... that's not it. That's not how that's read. I'm dumb. I need to hear this shit said out loud before I can read it properly, I feel. She is in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead. Yes? Excellent. Oh, somebody has a crush. Brr, it's cold up here. Good thing you wore a cat suit made of body parts. For real, for real. Okay. I guess this place is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Time to attune myself to a rock through a rock. Oh, I can use my chocobo, finally. Oh, look at it. It's so stupid, I love it. Oh, I can't fly. Maybe jumping like that was a bad idea. Oh, it's gonna make me discover the map one by one. Sup, I made 6 pounds of spaghetti in a walk. How are you doing? I wish I had 6 pounds of spaghetti. I'm doing pretty okay. I'm being chased by a flying cat. That's a thing that happened, okay. Also, welcome, Tito. Can I have the flying cat? I've seen Icy have a pet flying cat, so I think in theory, yes, you can have one. Mr. Cinderstone, welcome. I am... too much French! Commander of the forces stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Yas. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I am in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so. If it weren't or not for you, my younger brother Franciol would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. I remember that. Okay, I'm going to... okay. Alas, and I must go where duty demands, and thus I have been unable to seek you out. But by the grace of Halone, I have been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's savior in person and to call upon her gracious, generous aid. Truly, I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. I haven't had breakfast today, and it's almost 4 p.m., so I'm going to have breakfast. Yeah, you should eat. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again, lady. I can't say these words. Did anyone tell her that her bangs do not make her head look big enough? You cut an elegant figure, as always, a steel-clad rose, equally on a battlefield or in a ballroom. She does not like him either. Lord and May, if it is not too much to ask, I should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Mr. Cinderstone. Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impending Dravonian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, as you may have noticed, it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanu. What a name. With whom we have had several skirmishes already. Oh, Beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two. It's... She wants nothing to do with him. I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Mr. Cinderstone. I like her. I like her a lot. Pants. While I understand Count Edmond's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. Tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Dravanian outflyers then. Then when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that this is his responsibility to keep Emil from shrieking his duty. Or Christopher Lenate? What? I can't say these names. Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must be standing here, but a few yalms away. Oh, never mind. What is it? A mission, of course. That is why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. Mr. Cinderstone, I do not believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is... These are fake French names, I swear. I serve with the pleasure. My lord. Would have me accompany my lord on his mission? I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. I told him to piss off. It worked. Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least. More so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I suspect you have had to humor your fair share of difficult men before. You can say that. Why are you giving me circus outfits, game? Do I look like a clown? Now that, these names are hard to pronounce, French, and long. Is out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles against the Vanu Vanu. The game knows what you are. Damn! Tragic. We first encountered the Vanu several years ago when we had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent outlook post. Do not deny your nature. There was peace between our people for half a year until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes towards us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on a supplies flown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sierra Mirel. She could use your assistance. Short. And I'm still shorter. Mr. Cinderstone, I presume? Lady... I can't say this. Told me you were coming. Ooh. Here... tell you've never faced a Vanu before. Well, spend enough time on patrol and you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. These birdmen are native to the floating isles. I say birdmen, but they're not like the Ixal, unless the Ixal's mother was a Gigas. Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any Vanu in these areas, kill or drive them away. Owlmen. I fucked up. I was not paying attention to my health. Oops. Oh, I have to go back to Gridania. Okay. That's fun game. And yet, it's still cheaper to go there than to go to the Golden Saucer from here, so whatever. I'm gonna do the cheaty thing and go with my way over leveled class. I cast fuck you. I can't decide if I think this is creepy as fuck or cute. Weird owl monkey thing. Is that a rhino? Or an elephant? What the fuck is that? Okay, game. Whatever you say. bubble. Out of flowers for some reason. Hello, I have murdered your weird dancing owl people. Finished with your patrol? Anything to report? Maybe it was too much to hope for a day without a skirmish. At least I can take solace in the fact that Helena has blessed us with a mighty ally. Fuck your clown costume. I'm taking the money. An undisciplined unit is a unit ripe for destruction, as she knows. Jesus. Accepting your recent clashes with the Vanu, I cannot have escaped your notice that things here are rather peaceful to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built as an observation post, we have yet to record a single intrusion by the Horde. That is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Cloudtop is a backwater of no significance. And of course, the pride of our camp, the vaunted protector, is in a perpetual state of needing repairs. So even though the Holy See to come under Dravanian attack, we would be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, Mr. Cinderstone, this is where ambition comes to die. Jesus! If you haven't aspirations for advancement, you'll be right at home. Oh my god. However, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you will indulge me, I would have you seek out the sentries and stoke their fighting spirit, psych them up, you might say. Oh my god, she said the name of the emote, guys. This feels so unsafe. But I keep doing it. I gave this man a panic attack. still don't do the promise of excitement. Fuck off. Ugh. Unlurk! Welcome back, Dito. I got my food, hell yeah. Many thanks, Mr. Cinderstone. Already I can see a change in our sentry's behavior. Have you heard of Rotwood? You're gonna have to be more specific. Beg your pardon, Lord. Said what? Well, I have no doubt that we promised to oblige us. I better go help her now. The Lord is going to demand a more dangerous duty than I expect. The lady will want you to accompany him. I know words, I swear. You might as well speak with her sooner rather than later. There's no use of waiting the inevitable. Mr. Cinderstone has just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany. Well, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding, then. I can count on you to keep him safe. Excellent. We are in consistent need of fresh water and Camp Cloud Tap there, as there is no underground sources we can tap from with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystal we have recently discovered which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in You're making up words again, game. Saran, to the east of here. I would have you and that guy bring one back to us. May have to contend with the feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention Vanu scouts ranging from their nearby settlement. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained. But you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. You hear what you got us into, you dipshit? I told you to tell me about my mission once again if I didn't know any better. I swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is this? Beneath them, I think I hear inflated ego over there. Yeah. Yeah. Finally, it's about time she trusts me with the mission of Freeland Port, right? Then let's go, let's go. Man-child. Oh, look, you didn't die on your way here. It's amazing. So this is the Vor's Scion Saran of legend. And nary a Vanu in sight. How disappointing. I could do with some sport. I know, why don't you and I make it a competition? Whoever finds the superior specimen wins. Wonder if she'll judge our entries on size, pretty, and I say aesthetic sensibilities. Let us begin at once. I am so sorry that you've been drug into this. Anyways. I was asking if you hear about Rotwood because it became early access today, and I played the beta test. Yeah, I haven't heard of a game called Rotwood. It's made by the same people that did Don't Starve. Interesting. I'll have to look into it. It's a dungeon crawler. Interesting, interesting. They added guns to the beta from what I can tell. Jesus. Pine cone. Oh Jesus, there's more up there. What the fuck? Other than that, I have to pay to play, and I'm saving up to fix my PC, so if you like let me know. I'd like it, but I don't know how much they changed it. Understandable. I have a lot of games on my list though, so it probably would be a while before I get to it anyways. Fair? Yeah. And also, admittedly, my money situation ain't much better. Oh, and there's a co-op, so if you want, you can use Icy as a meet you. Is a beer equivalent to a coffee? No. I dare say they're almost the opposite even. One's an upper and one's a downer. Also, welcome, Gia. Mr. Cinderstone, you have brought your entry for the contest? Beers make me want to sleep. Yeah. Behold a rock! My understanding of such things is limited, but can this truly be used to draw moisture from air like water from a pump? Fascinating. I'm not even looking at the clown shoes. And coffee is just nasty. I will fight you on that one. I don't like how this guy's looking at me in this. I don't want Hershafont to look at me like that. He looks so upset. It's bitter and bitter is nasty. That's a personal opinion. There's been gone for an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for your crystal? Even he must realize the dangers of wandering too far in such a place. No, he's dumb. Bitter is not nasty, you're just used to sweet. Yeah. Mayhap I am worrying about nothing, but I must ask that you assist me in looking for him, Mr. Cinderstone. We shall find him more quickly if we split up. Pray search the southeast area of Warsan Siran as swiftly as you are able and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell and good luck. I don't do sweet. You have weird taste problems. Mouth has been damaged a lot. Checks out. Oh, my ear itches. Fuck. Okay. Mr. Cinderstone, he's been left by the Vanu because he's a dumbass. They had my lord surrounded, a whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. This dude's a dumbass, I swear to God. I miss my old battle twink, also known as Alfino. I want the OG battle twink back. Ooh, it's gonna be a duty. Fuck it, let me switch to Dragoon. For the funsies. Space. Vanu must have taken him in. Voice crack, Jesus. To that village, mayhap to present to their chieftain. Okay, I'm just gonna lurk the rest of stream. I have to clean up the mess I made a bit more so the kitchen doesn't smell like beef and tomato sauce for a month. Understandable. Good luck cleaning. I will make haste to the Rose House until Lady... one of these days I'll understand how to say these names. What has happened? Yet by the time I return with aid, it may already be too late. Forgive me for asking, Mistress Cinderstone. But could you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue you, my lord, in my absence? I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and, well, insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this! How goes it? It's going. Is that the Sea of Clouds? Yes. Birdmen, yes. Birdmen that actually look like birds this time. Do you have music muted or am I going crazy? It's very quiet. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going. The neurologically gifted son, yes. Yes. I'm on my way to go save the dipshit now. I see this dipshit. I'm on my way. Have you learned better than to be a deep shit? A dipshit? No! Oh, it's an escort mission, ain't it? Have you seen the... Yeah, I've seen the kits. I know you own one, even. Why are you dumb? They make me so happy. Understandable. You can run faster than this, can you not? Why are you so slow? Little flying cat dudes for no reason. They're just there. Oh, thank God. Best friend is here. Doth be a dragoon? Yes, I am a crab dragoon, as I would say. Man's really just froze. Noise. Also, hello, peeps. Yes, hello, Spyro. Midriff.
Reinforcements?
Yeah, but other people are allowed to have those too, Horshafa.
Anger of Honu, chief of mighty Vondo, royals like blackest storm clouds. Offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells, and he comes.
Oh my God, it's a whale. I said that as a joke. And then it really was a whale. Xenoblade 2 moment, truly. Is that my next god I have to kill?
The white, mighty Bismarck, lord of the mists!
Maybe.
A flying whale? By the Fury, it's a primal. We must away.
Big fucking bird whale. Yeah.
Damn!
Peak voice acting.
Bloody
Debolt.
typical.
Oh, hello, Sid.
All right, we're going in.
Aye, aye, Chief.
Bro is missing and shitting right now. Pissing and shitting right now, truly.
All aboard!
Hello, Sid, the local ex machina man. That Birdman was personally offended by the showmanship that her chiffon just had. God, the lack of music is wacky to me. I'm pretty sure I have music on. Yeah, the music's on. I can hear it. It's just very quiet. Like, I could hear it, but, like, I also have stupid good hearing. Diagnosed and everything. Like, all the ads, I get just have been the issue of freezing, and I hate my internet for it. Because it should not be happening. Understandable. Damn, that's a nice jacket. The gods only know what might have happened had we not been around to save you. No need for thanks, though. It's not as if you haven't done the same for us on a few previous occasions. All right, more than a few. 'Twas but blind chance that brought us together this time. Yeah, sure. I think it's called an ex machina in a moment. In case you were wondering, the Holy See has petitioned the Ironworks for assistance with this creation of theirs, the Protector. Apparently, they just can't seem to get her flying. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloud Top to cast an eye over the ship, only to learn that you had arrived some few days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow. Small world, I thought, just as said Lordling's manservant skittered into view, babbling about his master having been captured and you risking all to rescue him, and the rest, as they say, is history. Free of the freezing ads, finally, hell yeah. Right, well, I hate to cut our reunion, but I'm here on business after all, and the boys are already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend, we'll speak again soon, I promise. God, I forgot how good Heaven's Ward was. Appears to be rather pleased with himself. I say that with the full impression that this is the boring part of Heaven's Ward. Very well, I admit it. This was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died, you know, me dead! And I would have liked that, honestly, you little dipshit. On the other hand, by risking my life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal. That old girl is no small feat. I want to choke this man out, and not in the fun way. I've made a historic discovery. In fact, even Lady Lynette will have no choice but to acknowledge, yes, I am rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made our triumphant return? Throttle him, exactly. Dunk him in the trash. We like trash, though. Put him in the garbage disposal, more like. Ew. Hang on, I need to go back to my mage at the very least so I can walk around in peace. Dipping him in the sauce like the little McMainlet he is! I really miss flying right now. Anyways. Did they give you the Aetheryte compass thing? The what now? Maybe... Okay, maybe that's not yet. Okay. It's the way you unlock flying, okay. And all the expansions, okay. I'll believe you. You have no reason to lie to me. Praise alone, I feared the worst what happened out there. A primal, are you sure? Yet, now that I think of it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of Vanu legend, a massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. From what I have learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vanu's god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior towards the people of Camp Cloudtop. Lord, what just set the world record for volume of pants shit? You mean to say that they have fallen under the primal's influence? I recall reading of such things in the documents provided by Master Alfino. Aren't we forgetting something important? Lady, a little recognition for the hero of the hour. You coward, like a little bitch boy. A few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on. Why, yes, you were right. Of course, Mr. Cinderstone deserves all that and more for having risked her life to rescue such an esteemed protege. Personage. I read that wrong. Well, if there is not else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. But of course, Mr. Cinderstone, you have done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard with Lord Harshafan and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then. No more forays into enemy territory. Very well. I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, my lady. Our next meeting take place under more flittious I can't say words. Words are hard. I hate this. Circumstances. Everyone's so sick of this man and his shit. All's well that ends well, hey? Airship landing then? We can speak on the journey home. Hath thou, pray, returned thousands most fanciful linguistics fuckery? The good news is that the more game you play, the less invoiced cutscenes there are. What? Unvoiced? Okay. My phone hates communicating good. Understandable. I also cannot communicate good. Hello, best boy. I confess, I have always been rather fond of airship travel, the chin of the wind upon your face, the warmth of blood pumping in your veins from the excitement. I find the whole experience indescribably invigorating. Or mayhap it is simply the joy of having cheated death yet again? Ha ha! In any event, I must make for the congregation and inform Sir Emmerich of all that has occurred. Should be returned to the manor by now. Why not go and see if he has recovered from his ordeal? I don't care if he's recovered from his ordeal. Little dipshit. Oh, it's you, Moira. Gods, did he have to strike me so hard? Father, he did not approve of how I handled matters in Camp Cloudtop, how I endangered the lives of others through my own recklessness and incompetence. It's not easy playing hero, is it? No. Dipshit. The doofy music doesn't help. Alright, so we have options now on what we can do. We can do the next part of the MSQ. Or we can do event stuff, because I haven't done the Yokai Watch or the Final Fantasy 16 crossover events yet. Hell, we could even do a poll of it. Alright. There is now a poll, chat. go nuts. And while you guys do that, I'm gonna have a snack. Yo, Jet. I'm happy. Nice. Oh, was that affiliate? Nice. Alright, more MSQ it is then. The one person has spoken. Greetings, Mr. Cinderstone. I've saddled up a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands as per Lord Arterial's instruction. Will this be your first time riding black chocobo? Oh, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly! Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by yourself, so just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity.
I forgot there was a narrator.
Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, she came.
Ooh woo. world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. Do business, Sir Redwald, finally a name I can pronounce, is in charge here. He should be expecting us. Hello, sir. Thank you for having a name I know how to say. It has been far, far too long, Lord Atorial. Too French. God damn it. And who might your companion be? Pray forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Moira Cinderstone, Lord of House Fortoms. Ah, yes, of course. Lord de Lamont spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Derreer, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Mistress Cinderstone is unfamiliar with our recent history? Well, then, with your permission, I shall recount the tale for her benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and few villagers, and then came the calamity. As most things in this game work. Then it became clear that the snow would not stop falling. We had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked to these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. That sounds easy enough. As promised, we of House Fortoms are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. I will admit now, chat, reading out loud has never been my strong suit. So it's getting worse. How is this possible? So craftsmen in service to House Desmiel are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Rolf, their foreman, tells me that he needs of a woman with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? Yes, I'm Ralph. And who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you on board. I've the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on the brink, one of them on the Blackbird, same as you, to build and mend all, and tell others how to build and mend. But fury take me. This ice, it's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell ya. Mark my words, there are pockets of them here and there, and just waiting for me to turn my back and when they sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, I'm sure you can find them. I cast fuck you. I started learning astrologian. Nice. How's that going? Some of the attacks have really cool animations. Hell yeah. Also not me actively ignoring the person with my job quest. I cast fuck you. With your basic attack at the level 50 or something basically becomes small meteors just falling from the sky. Jesus. It just occurred to me that that aetheryte looks a lot different than what I'm used to. Scared. Where is the right? Can I jump into the fire, do you think? Or got the... Aw. Oh my god, there's 3 this time. I'll just have to cast fuck you some more. Travesty. Now everyone gets flashbanged. Oh no. Everyone's dead. Ha, now there's a woman that Well, it looks like she's found her marks. You're just the sort we need around here, that the kind that'll hop to when she sees a task undone. The astrologian equivalent of holy is a giant fucking constellation bomb. Hell yeah. You better not be offering me clown clothes. You are asking me to get clown clothes. I don't like this. Although this is the least clown of all of the outfits so far. At least I can dye them. I sent you a picture. Oh. That looks fun. You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I have any skill at arms to speak of mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a waste to keep you to myself, and there's others out there that need help same as me, so if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike, a bloody huge statue out in the waste if you've never been. Jesus. Mason by the name of Theramont is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Theramont, but I reckon he's taken on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. I don't know why he's southern. I keep trying it, and it hasn't changed me. Still can't fly yet. Dumbass. Why is it cute? Why are they cute? Little duder, truly. Hail to you, traveler. What brings you this way? Foreman Roth bid you assist me? Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just the thing for it, rather those deep eyes. Oh, he's gonna make me kill the little duders. If you could slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I would be in your debt. Oh, I'm sad. This is the part of Heaven's Word where they're just like, go do menial labor until we find the plot. Oh, they're faced. That felt bad. There you are. Have you the bristles? Here's the evidence of my guilt. Feel how coarse it is? That's why they're perfect for scrub on the sit from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Haldarth, first of the Azure Dragoons, one of Ishgard's founding fathers. Too bad I can't look up that much right now. A symbol of everything the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian, I would ask for no greater honor. I'm just imagining a dragon flying and throwing an empty beer can at the statue. Pretty much. Yep, that's a dragoon. That's accurate. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Yasudor, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect more than I deserve, to be honest. Any road while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but do you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. I don't know why I'm making these people southern, but I am. Oh, this is for my dragoon quest. I'm going to ignore it. I was wondering why there was just a pile of dead dragons there. What's that? A package of having fog is what you're talking about. Confounded, that full of what a waste. It was a gift adventurer. Thermont labors all day and night without regard for his own well-being, and at the very least he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A high-born knight cannot be seen favoring a low-born mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well as your willingness to assist Theramont. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Give my regards to Sir Redwald. Heresy. That person's on a dragon. Anyways. Heresy! Chocolate. Oh yes, heresy chocolate. I must applaud your intuitive initiative. I can read. Initiative, Mistress Cinderstone. Roth tells me you have been quite busy, alas. We have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women. You and Lord Artery. I'm gonna call him Artery. Nobody can stop me. Included. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Dillamont said. We have lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north to River's Meet in search of the heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not. But regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim and has claimed the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, we have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Artery will be working together. Seek him out when you're ready to depart, and good luck. It seems we have been assigned the area near Camp River's Meet, Mistress Cinderstone. Unless you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from Corthus, Western Highlands, one of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity. 'Twould not surprise me if our knights took shelter there, and there is but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. Oh, dead dragon. Okay. Dragon skeleton jump scare. There below us, Camp River's Meet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend to the cliff safely from here. Should we fall, the beast below would make short work of us. Come, we know a path to river bed below, east of the Black iron bridge. Alright, I will hydrate. Thank you, Spyro. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no signs of it. Still, it is possible that recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp Riversmeet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. I diagnosed you with dead. Are you alright? I heard sounds of a struggle. You run really slow, mate. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. Ooh woo. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved, just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Mr. Cinderstone. Oh, Jesus. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Cough, wheeze. Now, but wait all around until we saw shapes moving forward towards us, running towards us with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others, was shouting and screaming. But after a while, I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you down. My lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must have faith here. Justice will be done, but first we must see you to safety. Alright, Artery, what's next? Oh, that's Iceheart. That was faster than I anticipated. He has the right of it, Mistress Cinderstone. Whatever remains of the heretic's trail will be gone with the next snowfall, but we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcom's Nest and gather in reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the heretics' trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith, being sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured, we will not be far behind Moira. Thank you. I like this guy a lot more than his brother. Significantly less of a dipshit. Dead. Is that a polar bear? Oh my god, it's literally a polar bear. Just straight up. Okay. Oh boy. Hang on, let me just become a crab dragoon real quick. Ugh. Suspicious footprints opposed to non-suspicious footprints. I went the wrong way. Good to know. Oh, I forgot. I was not. I forgot that I wasn't playing fucking. Lightning. Dumb. That's not what I meant to do. Shit. There she is.
Looking for me, I presume.
I'm just looking for heretics in general. Oh, I forgot about you.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
No, it cannot be.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo.
I figured that much. I'm not that dumb.
The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them, but I had no time to ponder such things once the calamity came.
Okay.
The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found, but I could not survive on my own.
Okay. That's nice, dear.
I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was
Okay.
then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice and saw the truth through his eyes.
It's nice, dear.
I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people. To bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be.
I think you're a little Delulu.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me.
I don't.
It was beyond my control.
You're a little Delulu. A little crazy.
Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
You're being used, my guy. Because you're
Men
stupid.
die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right.
How do you propose that? People are dead.
I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored.
How do you plan to do that? Your plans go so well so far.
We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Ah, Mr. Cinderstone. Praise Helone, you are alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we were too late. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped, but we must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location will not have been easy, tenacious devils. The knights have matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking heretics across malms of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours' rest next to a warm fire. Oh wait, hang on. Oh right, I'm technically in combat. No, I'm not. I can't. No. What if I unmount? There we go. Now I can walk in peace. Heresy. Oh, Jesus Christ! I found an army. Did you ever learn to fight with your chocobo? Yes, yes I did. I just don't. Fair. I don't either, lol. I think I was calling him Artery, is that right? Lord Artery, Mr. Cinderstone, I'm glad to... Full glad am I to see both hale and healthy. What news? You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury! I killed gods, my guy. It's a hobby at this point. I believe we have made great strides towards purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father in the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artery. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandary and Fort Toms can achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Mr. Cinderstone have accomplished far more than I thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. Words are hard. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. I'll come back and do my job quests off stream. Oh, that's right. Just make Animal Crossing sounds. Fuck reading. I feel like that might be harder. Honestly. Mr. Cinderstone, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. But Harchevant swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course, even on her deathbed. She refused to acknowledge him, and to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone, an onerous task, fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea, an honored guest of House Fortoms, my new comrade in arms. Harshafon's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest or any sign of fear, and you tackled the track. I can't read. Help. Brain turned to goo today. Tracked the enemy down and faced him alone and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Horseflant had the right of it all along, and I doubted your strength. Bespeaks mine own weakness, but I will not doubt you again, Mistress Cinderstone. On that you have my word. Hello, sir. Have we found the plot yet? Oh. Mr. Cinderstone, my lord the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artery and his brother, if you would remain here for a moment.
The hero returns. I
Oh my
cannot
God, it's
thank you
Dracula.
enough for saving young Emanalane's life. Aye, he told me everything.
Manaline. That's not a real name.
I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
My lord.
What is it?
An old man.
Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavens Ward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
Fun. Lovely. Exciting. We found the plot, chat. Things can actually happen now. I think. Maybe. Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed, men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes, even as we celebrate them. 'Tis like that one such member of the House of Desmel is manipulating Sir that, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I am quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us not if we cannot prove their innocence. He would do well to speak with Sir Emmerich at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. We will know more of these charges. Hey, Emmerich. What the fuck, homeboy? It's been too long, Moira. What that this visit came under happier circumstances? You are coming to plead for Master Alfino, Mistress Tartaru, I take it? Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly, I know not which is more ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. Fair enough. Sir, that guy. Accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is is a knight of the Heaven's Ward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of faith and drive back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there not we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. But of course... In a trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alfino, Mistress Tartaru would be expected to face her and a second of his choosing, another knight of the Heaven's Ward most like. Two of them, by the fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alfino's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mistress Tartaru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Hoshafon. But all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us all, and mayhaps in the realm at large. Then it is settled. I will visit Master Alfino at once and inform him of our intentions. Moira, meet me at the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend. Okay, bestie. We'll see you in a minute. Listen carefully, Moira. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges, and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate the request for a trial by combat. Once the high adjudication... I'm too dumb for this. Adjudicator acknowledges Mistress Tartaru's right to name a champion. That is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on his true appointment will be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look at me in the stands, and I shall cheer so loud you will wonder how you could ever have convinced yourself to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready? This man's amazing, and I would die for him. Okay. I'm ready to have my face kicked in.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grinno, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grinno de Zemile, brother of the Heavens Ward, did bear witness to these two foreigners consorting with heretics.
Let the accused step forward. Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grinno's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru Taru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
This is the weirdest courtroom I've ever seen. Alright, come on, Battle Twink. Let's see you actually battle for once.
O Halone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
Athena's gonna throw his shoes at them.
I have my pride.
I've got you now. Down with you! It's over. Hells take you! This isn't funny.
It wasn't meant to be funny. I mean, we wasn't! The Fury has spoken. Afino Levier, Taru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners accused, go forth in peace. What a strange justice system. Delivered by an untimely demise, yet again, my thanks, as always. By the Fury, what a splendid victory to see how you strove in the face of adversity. Two brave young souls bound together by the persistent bond of camaraderie. Why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present to you a humble token of mine admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle. With it, you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. Friend! Bird friend! Black! Colored friend! Magnificent. Wonderful, is she not? Strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What say you, Moira? Will you take her on as your steed?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Lord Harshvan, chocobos are prohibited in the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of the Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Your steed must remain outside. Man's just got told off. Court bailiff being like, is that a fucking ostrich? You obtained a black chocobo. When riding this mount, you will have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions have been met. To fly in a given region, you must find and attune the local etheric currents, or to attune, you must summon etheric currency to complete the quest. Exploration to aid you in this endeavor. You have also obtained the etheric compass. Cool. Lord Harshafan thinks you could do with a well-deserved rest. The fucking Pope. And the little quest thing. Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fort Tom's Manor. The Count has done so already and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. Old. When the fuck did I get this? Oh, it's from the Deep Eyes. Hi, Dracula, I'm back. Halone smiles on us yet again, Mr. Cinderstone, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess I did fear for your safety, which is not to say it out of your prowess. You understand I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of the Heavens Ward, well, the city's elite looked on by the fury anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do from now on. My lord! We have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Cinderstone. An invitation from the Archbishop? It's time for the Pope. What an honor. Thanks, Artery. A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Cinderstone, we shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him, and he will escort you inside. Okay, so, but imagine that the fact that I am running to go meet the Pope and ruler of this country, dressed like a slutty witch. That's the real flex. Oh. I've been forced to take off my hat. Real Catholic hours, truly. So I had to take off my hat, but the rest of these guys can keep theirs on? I see how it is. More like real Catholic hours.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
Hi, Emmerich.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors.
Hi, Boomer.
The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thorin the Seventh, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress.
Sir, I already know that you're in league with Asians. I don't trust you.
Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
You did it. I blame you. I just know it. I know this game enough to know that it's probably this guy that I have to go cut the head off later.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain.
If it wasn't for that one cutscene, I would trust the bishop a whole lot more right now. But this game gives me trust issues.
That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence,
He's in trouble.
As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
Emmerich giving me that please be careful eyes. Jesus.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the Ascians? Much and more, I shouldn't wonder. Being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them, have entertained them as guests, even. Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power, that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them.
This might be the chill old guy of the game. Who knows?
Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict.
This game has made me spin on my heel real fast.
And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
Sounds good to me, sir. He seems quite pleased. Hello, Elfino.
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you? Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced. By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well. We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
Drug addiction.
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you. When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Raubun is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate!
Well,
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orshifon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Raoban.
Oh my fucking god, I completely forgot Tataru's VA is one of my faves. It's pretty good so far. Also, we have to go save Raoban, because I can't just let that happen. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. But before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limsa Lominsa. She's one of my favorite characters in Xenoblade 1. Understandable. You heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between Horsford Toms and Limson Corsum. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we have a stout we yet have a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Raoban. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her, that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive in Limsa Lominsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Xanthiel at Bulwark Hall at the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. Were you here before? I think this guy just kind of showed up just now. He's fine. That being said, chat, I have been going for over 3 hours now, and now feels like a good place to stop for today. Because I do need to figure out, like, dinner and some other stuff today. So I will be wrapping up. Let's see, is there anyone to raid today? I stream at such a different time than most of the people I know. So thank you for streaming, of course. I plan to do it again tomorrow. Nobody I'm mutuals with is streaming right now that I'm aware of. That complicates it. Okay. Alright, so I'll just end. No one's streaming right now. Alright, chat. I will hopefully be back tomorrow. It may or may not be Final Fantasy 14. We will see how I'm feeling. But for now, I bid you adieu. Have a great rest of your day.